Welcome, this is John Hyman from Commercial Real Estate Online. The website to visit us if you need some help with your commercial real estate brokerage activities and agency. Certainly you can get plenty of free tips, tools and ideas at commercial-realestate-training.com. And indeed, this is a special video from that website, and in this video we're talking about the operation of a commercial real estate office. And I'm going to cover various things in this matrix to help you understand how certain factors within the business are integral on other factors, and indeed how they work together. So let's have a look at the commercial real estate office. There are many parts to a successful business. Of course, there are the agency support team, there is the sales agency team, maybe the sales and leasing team within the agency, and then you've got the property management team. So normally a commercial real estate brokerage will be built around sales and leasing together with property management. And in this case, we'll start on this chart from this direction. So the sales and leasing team. So you will have a number of sales and leasing operatives within the team. They should be on a performance-based salary and a commission. So as to what that base salary should be is really subject to your operations and business location. However, a lot of salespeople do compare the salary bases before they consider working for a particular broker or agency. That being said, every broker or agent should be given certain territories to work within so that they don't trip across other members of the agency and disturb the market share. So the sales and leasing team, there will be a number of sales agents and leasing agents. Ideally, they should both be working on sales and leasing within their territory patch. So a leasing opportunity can be converted to a sales opportunity over time. So as I said, performance-based salaries plus some commission, and also territories for each particular salesperson. So from that structure, a successful sales and leasing team will actually create property management opportunities. So along comes the property management team, and over time they can, of course, substantiate ongoing involvement with the client and support future fees from managements and also leasing. That being said, in an ideal world, you'll have within your property management team property managers. As to how many you have, maybe 1, 2 or 3, depends a lot on the types of property that you manage and also the size of the portfolio. So the property managers will be busy most of the time. They won't have any spare time to do anything else other than manage. That being said, you should have a BDM, a business development manager, to work within the property management team. Now, of course, this will be an overhead. It'll be an overhead cost as part of their role within the team. So the property managers are a direct cost, and they will be normally recovered as a cost from the portfolios that they manage. So there is a bit of an equation there to figure out how many fees they get in per property manager, and of course how that relates to the salaries and the on costs for those property managers. That being said, this person here, the BDM, is an extra fee structure, an extra salary structure, and that will have to be covered from the management portfolio. So the BDM role is to bring in the business for the property managers. Over time, of course, when more business comes in, then you can add to the group of property managers to take on the necessary properties. That being said, again, it's worthwhile noting the necessary skills required for managing the different property types, be they office, industrial or retail. And indeed, the retail management process is very special and needs to be respected because of the complexities of shopping centres, the marketing process behind a shopping centre, and all the other aspects that go with the operations of the property, the income, the expenditure and the outgoings. So at the top end of the market, retail shopping centre management is quite detailed and highly active. It's just a matter of understanding the right person you need for the role. So let's say that that's special. Then you come over here and you see that office and industrial property management is perhaps a little bit more basic, and indeed industrial management is certainly very basic and not overly complex. In the middle ground, the management of an office property can be quite challenging depending on the number of tenants and the complexities of the building operation. So looking at the structure now, you've got property managers, you have a BDM, you have the different types of properties that are managed, reflecting the skills of the property management team, and then you need to have some sort of leasing support. Now, the leasing support will normally come from the agency team. That is the sales and leasing people that I spoke to earlier. you will need some leasing support. And of course, you can't manage a property without some sort of backup system to fill those vacancies when they occur, because they will actually happen. And the property managers don't normally have enough spare time to go out there and find tenants for the vacancies. So the leasing support structure needs to occur from the sales and leasing team. That also says there needs to be some commission arrangement structured between the property management division and the sales and leasing division for the leasings that are done within the property management portfolio. That's how it works. So let's look at the property management division again and say, well, there needs to be some toolbox of services, some special services that are brought into the business and make that business stand out as unique when it comes to property management activity. Well, when you look at it, in property management, you'll be managing various types of property, and certainly industrial, office and retail. The leasing process will be quite special within the property management portfolio, and most of the clients that are served within the property management portfolio will need to know that their vacancies will be filled as quickly as possible. That's what it's all about. That's why there's a strong link between the leasing team and the property management team. Of course, property management opportunities eventually lead to sales leads. If you manage a property for a number of years, you will probably do some leasings within that property, and then eventually the property will be sold. So that is the toolbox of services, all springing around the property management activity, the Department of Property Management. So let's have a look at retail. Now, retail is unique in the sense that it needs to be understood, and the people that apply themselves to the retail part of the market need to be quite experienced, because there's special factors that come into leasing retail shops, the tenancy mix, the tenant retention plans, choosing the right sorts of rental, the lease strategies, relocation, renovation, all of these things come into the retail property. It can be said that a retail property, by its very action and interaction with tenants and customers, will create a lot of wear and tear. The larger the shopping centre, you have more people going through there all the time, and that in itself creates a very special renovation and refurbishment need, which is far shorter than that which would apply to an office property or an industrial property. So there you have the retail services within the toolbox of services within property management. As I said, sales and leasing all spins out of property management. So let's go back to the beginning here, where we had the property management department and the different things that we spoke about there. You can consider a special marketing model for the property management department, because they are indeed a special service and they need special marketing material to encourage clients to use their services over time. So you will probably have some special brochures relating to rental strategies, leasing strategies, reporting to owners, landlords, the control of property over time. They are all very special property management tasks and need to be considered to enable the structure of both the retail business to support the clients, and for the clients to be happy with the income activity, the results that they're getting from working with that agency. So there you go. That's a short video on how a property management division integrates with a sales and leasing division within a commercial real estate brokerage. There are many other topics that I'll talk about within this matrix on other videos. As I said, you can get more tips and ideas at commercial-realestate-training.com. And this week on the website, I did load a special wall chart, a free download for brokers and agents. It's a Top Agents Brokers Weekly Planner, and you can get that at the website. It's recently been loaded, and certainly it is very useful for commercial real estate teams today. So that's the end of this video program, and we'll catch you next time with some more tips and ideas to building that real estate business successfully. Thanks for listening. This is John Hyman signing off for now.